welcome. Thank you for joining us on the empty side of the table. What we're going to do here is a brief figure review, maybe an unboxing, and a review of our time at Stockton Con, which was quite nice. I'm glad to see the convention season again this year. Stockton Con was pretty much what I expected. Not a lot of hoopla as far as panels go or anything like that. Amazing floor presence as far as the dealer's hall. And the upstairs area was more relegated towards a celebrity row kind of thing. We recruited someone to actually take us there, as I didn't think our car would make the trip, and I don't like to take it on long drives. But Mel was kind enough to front us some passes, so we went and picked a few cool things up. This here is obviously a loose figure we picked up. I believe it is from the Batman vs Superman set. Again, I'm not a fan of the Boy Scout, and I was quite pleased to find this loose. So as you can see here, this is the armoured Batman. He's got some nice play in his shoulders. Looks like there's a ball joint inside. The shoulder can't swing up too high though, because of this armour here. And he's got a swivel just above the elbow. I thought it would be right here, but it's nice to have that. No swivel in the forearm though, swivel in the hands. Bits of play, but not much really in the wrists. Same with the other side here. The head looks up a little bit, but not much. Torso also limited because of the armor, which is to be expected. Legs, I believe, have some nice movement though. Again, kind of impeded by the armor, but I suppose you're not supposed to be doing dynamic poses. A big chunky armor like this. Knees are double jointed. Don't think the elbow is it? No, elbow's not double jointed. The feet have a nice point, little bit of play in the ankles, which also swivel. Overall, this is a nice figure. I've been kind of collecting the Dark Knight figures wherever I find them. And the cape, oh yes, the cape is kind of like a rubberized plastic, which is nice. And I like the feel of it. It feels like cloth. So next up, we're going to look at Red Tornado. Well, before that, let me show you some t-shirts we picked up. So one of our favorite artists who we follow on the Instagrams is a gentleman by the name of The Art of Skinner. And I believe he's local. Nice chap, talked to him a few times. And I've only seen him at a convention once before, and this time he had a lot more of his stuff. Does a comic called Skin Crawl, and he had a pair of amazing t-shirts. I wish I would have got them both, but we picked up this one here. And you can see it says Skin Crawl on it. I adore his art. The colours remind me a bit of what you'd see from Big Daddy Roth. The art, maybe a bit like a cross between that and Bernie Wrightson. Really cool stuff. Also wish I could have grabbed one of his comics, but he was quite busy and took the time to speak with us for a while. The other shirt we got, we were pleasantly surprised with. There was a gentleman there who recognized us from an art class we took at DVC, local community college, centuries ago, and he was selling all sorts of Aztec themed stuff. Look at that shirt. That's beautiful. And it's got some hieroglyphs on the side, I guess you'd say. And on the back is his logo. Now what I was most surprised with this, and there's no advertising or anything like that, but these patches actually glow in the dark. Quite brilliant. And is the name of the studio or anything on here? Nope. Alright, I'd like to promote this guy. And I apologize that I can't give you more information. So let's take a look at the Red Tornado here. Now, upon first blush, we kind of got afraid looking at it on the way home because we thought it was just a repainted Dead Man. And that would have been upsetting. So, we got home, looked up some pictures, did a comparison. Yes, not at all a Dead Man repaint, thankfully. So I'm still not as well versed in the DC universe as I'd like to be. I'm not really familiar as to why there's so many different color variations of Red Tornado in this picture. It's also the card that comes with it, with the stand. So as you can see, it comes with this amazing base and these two sets of hands. Escaped. And he's got quite a lot of posability. His shoulders swing out, go up, double jointed elbows, and he's got some play in the wrists. They bend and they swivel, and the shoulder right above the bicep has a nice swivel to it. The head, I know it'd probably be more difficult to do. I would like it if it could kind of look straight up. I think it might be cool for a flying pose. Torso, nice play in the torso, upper torso, the waist. The movement isn't at all impeded by the trunks here because the trunks are rubberized. Now for the legs, they swing out nicely also because of the rubberized trunks. Knees are double jointed. Let's see. So it looks like there's a possible turning mechanism in the ankles, but I can't tell. Toes point, ankles also point. But it kind of looks like you could swing the feet out and to the side now. It's just like that. I don't want to play with it too much. Don't want anything to snap off. Earlier I did try to adjust the hands, but they're quite stiff and scary. I don't want to break the peg like I did on the Spectre figure, because I thought he'd look good doing some kind of motion with his hand like that. And the reason why I was saying it'd look good if you could have his head up is because when you stand him in here, and if you had one of those other figure stands that pose him up, wraps around the waist, you could have him, doing something like that. Let's see if we can. There we go. Yeah, this ankle joint's scaring us a bit. It's in the heel here. Let's try this. I'm spending too much time on this, I'm sorry. I'm rushing through this, I apologize. Because we've got another amazing figure that we want to share, and we're probably going to do a separate video. For some reason, when these videos run too long, the camera cuts out. But in general, this is a figure I'm pleased with. Again, not too familiar with Red Tornado. I was introduced to him mostly through Batman Brave and the Bold. Brilliant tune, by the way. I know people kind of see it as silly and not serious, but it's actually got some bite to it. There's an episode where Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy do the voices of the Spectre and the Phantom Stranger. And in that same episode, Adam West and, oh, man, the original Catwoman, I'm always forgetting her name. It's not Lee Merriweather and it's not Eartha Kitt. Julie Newmar. Adam West and Julie Newmar do the voice of Bruce's parents. Really cool. Excellent episode, but look at that. This is a brilliant figure. Red Tornado. Alright, so we're going to do another video in which we'll be unboxing this brilliant figure. So, thank you for watching. Take care. Always be kind.